Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Raul. And this week I'm going to do my stash ads video and go over some of the kits I purchased and what my plans may or may not be with them, or why they caught my eye. But speaking of, this channel is sponsored by Hobby Nut Models. Check out the link in the video description below, as he is doing his summer sale and getting some stock in and moving them, of course. And he recently sent an email out of some of the vintage kits that he had got. And I missed some of them. There was one or two that I would have loved to have had, but I missed them. You got snapped up pretty quick. So if you're on an email list, you're getting a good heads up on some of the, oddball ones that he gets one of. But anyway, moving on into this. This is a kit that I picked up, and it interests me quite a bit, more from the history point than anything else. So, I know they recently reissued this kit. It came out. It's been out a few times, but my plans on it is build it pretty much box stock, kind of enjoy it. But I haven't built it like this, and with all the opening parts, I'm kind of concerned about it. So you guys, if you've built this thing, you got any tips or things to watch out for, yeah, let me know. I'll make notes and toss them in here. But it looks interesting, so it's got my attention. So don't know, exactly how quickly I'll get to this one, but I'm going to add it to my stash of potentials when I get in the mood for something. Also, I had to get another one of these, and yeah, I really enjoyed building the first one. But since I went so far, and I've kind of played with it just a little bit too, so I got the 3D printed parts, and I got the grill. So I wanted to see how well this grill fits. So I got a little bit of a surprise here. It's a little loose. So not much though. I think once it's painted and it's centered and everything, I'm just hoping the bumper fits. I thought it would fit a little bit tighter than that, but there's just a little bit of a gap. But if I center it or whatnot, once it's painted and everything, it might take some of it out as well. But it's quite a bit, but not too much. But kind of saw that. And since I'm making it a 72, I got some other things I got to work on. Some things I'll add the line in the trunk, remove the marker lights and put the 72 versions on, and some of the other things. But I don't know if I'll actually put the 72 rally wheels on it. But I got the hood scoop from Hearts Parts Resin. I tossed that in here, and I'm really thinking this is going to be petty blue. So let me know what your thoughts are on that one. But this is one I'll start playing with here real soon. Next up, it's another kit that I think is cool, and being the tin, I just kind of saw and decided I would get it. Just another 67 Shelby GT350. I got plenty of them, but the tin is just really cool. So I decided, I'll get this one as well. So pretty cool. But the kit itself, no stranger to this kit, and we got plenty of them. So not that I needed it, but this one, it's just cool. So I had to grab that. Next up on my list here are kits. Now, I recently, shared that I went to Bernie's locally, and he had some kits for sale and everything. And so I went down there to see what I got. He sent some pictures out of some kits that were there, and there was 3 of them that really caught my eye, and I was going to, that's the ones I was shooting for. This was not one of them. Matter of fact, the 4 I'm showing you here were not one of them. They got snapped up before I could get there, but that's okay. But a lot of 80s kits and that were not built, and we're pretty much mint. This kit was sealed. I didn't need it, didn't have to have it or anything, but for the price, I grabbed it for a spare, because these convertible versions, or the early ones that have the shaker hood, they're getting harder to find. Almost everything since then has either been the Yankee Challenger or the Vanishing Point version, but not many with the shaker. So since this is the early version, has the shaker, has a convertible boot, has the early interior and early dash. So a lot of those parts has the wrong decals. But, for what I paid for it, I kind of grabbed it. And it was sealed. I opened it to see what's going on, as I pretty much do all of my kits. Glass looks good, but this one does have the crushed convertible frame, which, I could fix that, could not. Getting the body is not an issue. And so that may get fixed. I may have another body to use, so that's not really a big deal. But all the chrome is there, wheels, tires, decals, everything is in here to build it. Just a little bit of hidden damage, but that's okay. you know, as I've got a bunch of them, but, you know, it's more the shaker, which is kind of open, not the greatest, but still fun kit. And I enjoy these, and I have so many of them to build anyway, so many plans. Here's another one that falls in that same category. Had this kit, well, I still have the original kit that I built, but, well, I don't know if I'd call it the original, maybe. I'd have to really put some thought into that. But I got tons of these monogram Cobra 427 cars. I think all of the box arts. I haven't had this one in a while, but, you know, they've issued this one a few times, but this is one of the earliest versions from 1988. It has the metal globe, but as you can see, all the chrome's here, nothing's off the trees, bag still sealed, tires, glass, everything, decals, it's all here. And, you know, another one that, you know, for the dollars, I really couldn't pass it up. So I kind of grabbed this one too, but again, got plenty of these, but I enjoy building these. You saw I've got a number on the channel. I even got another one started right now that I have to finish, but, you know, another one I grabbed. Here's another one, same thing. I've grabbed a few of these, but, you know, it was a $9 kit, and, you know, pretty much not completely sealed, but pretty close. But, you know, everything's pretty much on the trees. The main reason when I looked at this one is I've had a number of these where the glass is damaged, and this guy, whoever had this one before me, went so far as to actually wrap the glass. So this glass is super nice. So that's the whole reason I grabbed this kit, even though, you know, these kits, I had a bunch of them that I was grabbing for like $9 a piece. And this one was something like that. I think it was $9 or $10. But he's had so many of them and can't move them, and he had a ton of Corvettes in his collection. But this kit was in nice shape, even though this is probably my fourth one of this exact box art. But the other three I had all had damage, and with all three of them, I put them all together and made one good kit that I haven't built, but all the parts are great. And here's another kit that's perfect, but everything in it is nice. So I can build another one, whether I, you know, painted this color or do any of that stuff remains to be seen, but, you know, I grabbed it just for that reason. Next is another one that I pick up a lot of. I've got a ton of these Revell 69 Camaros, Z28s, but this one, this particular box art, this one that I go for, this one was another sealed kit, so it was another gamble, but it was another $10 kit. And I've got plenty of these. I didn't need this, but I have this little issue where I've been trying to find this exact boxed one. I've gotten a number of them with this box art. The dated 1991, like this one is, 1990, 1991. Actually, this one is dated 1990. I think the other ones are 1991, so that might be my absolute clue as to why this one had what I was looking for. But the very first issue of this has this grill with the actual RS emblem in it. And this one was sealed. I've seen a number of these at shows, and I open them and look, and the grill is the non-RS Z28, but doesn't have the emblem. This one, it's on it. There's the Rally Sport grill. It was the only time it's ever been in this kit, and it was in the first issue, and it was taken out. So all of the kits after this just have that and the Z28 emblem off to the side. So even though this one isn't the greatest chrome, it's there. And this is the grill that I've gone after. My original kit had it. I since tore that kit apart. I've still got the grill. There was some resin copies made of it at one time from another guy, and I got some from him. But this is a plastic one. And everything here is still sealed. But being the earliest release, there's no issues with this body. Some of the latest releases, the wheel opening moldings are getting kind of gummed up. So it's always good to get one of these first issues where there's no issues with the body. So that was that grab right there, but I'd finally gotten the actual RS grill. So that was kind of exciting to me, even though I probably got 3 of them with this box art and everything. But I'll have to, you know, compare the day code, see if it actually says 1991 on those. I think they do, because nothing else on this, on the box or anything, shows the difference. So anyway, last kit is this one. Now, I built this as a kid. It's hard to find, hard to come up with, and for some reason, I've ran into one or two before that were built up, glass glued in, missing a part or something. And Bernie had one on his list, but it wasn't, I didn't get it in that batch, but I wanted to get it, but somebody else had got there before me. And don't know what kind of condition that was in. But you know how it is. You miss out on something and you're like, I've been kind of wanting that kit. I've been on and off looking for it. So I stopped looking for it and I started looking for it again. So this one ended up being an eBay one. So I started, watching it. But this one, thankfully, the seller posted all the pictures and pretty much everything is in the bags. Still in the bags, not opened. I don't see any damage. The glass isn't damaged. Not the greatest shape, but that's the way these were. The glass really needs a good cleaning, but all the plastic's there and the tires are in there and nothing seems to be damaged. These were taken off and put on the wheels and then, just trimmed up a little bit. But whoever did that, that's all they did. Nothing else in here is damaged or appears to be missing or even opened. So I was pretty excited about that. So this was my last purchase for this month. So, and then this one I'll end up building box stock, just kind of having some fun with it when I feel like doing a monster truck, because they take up a lot of space, but pretty easy to do. But I remember building this as a kid, brush painting everything. It wasn't all that great. But anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments and everything. I really do appreciate it. And you guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time.